Hi everybody, it's Don and I hope you're having a fantastic day. Well, we have a cruise ship leaving the Norwegian fleet. It's part of the Region 7 Seas and it's leaving and it's only 15 years old, the ship. But don't worry, they have game plans for this. But wait till you hear what's going to happen with the old ship once it leaves. We also have Princess turning around and basically abandoning Galveston, which is a surprise, as just 2 years ago they were touting how much they loved sailing from Galveston and how great it was, and now it looks like they're leaving because of redeployment. Not fun. We also have Carnival now has brought on board the Adventure and the Encounter, and they are now getting ready to sail in Australia. We have some comments about what's going on there because Carnival has kind of doubled down. They now have 4 ships sailing in Australia. But even the CEO has come out and said, yeah, something's got to change because this is a little bit crazy. And then we have a very disturbing story about what happened on the Independence of the Seas with 2 people and a minor. So first, I just want to get the ugly story out of the way. Apparently 2 citizens of Mexico City were in a sauna with a 14-year-old and did some things that very inappropriate. They have been charged and arrested as well. And what was really disturbing also about this is that one of them also has HIV. They're HIV positive. So yeah, horrible story. Just goes to show, even, letting your teenagers run around in a sauna where you think, I don't know about letting I don't know if I'd let my 14-year-old son, my 13-year-old daughter, grandkids alone in the saunas. I don't think I would do that, but just a warning out there for all you parents. Next, let's talk about Region 7 Seas Navigator of the Seas. It is leaving the fleet next year. It's only about a 15-year-old ship. It is a relatively nice ship and everything. It gets good reviews, but they've sold it off and it will now become the Navigator, which is going to be a new residential cruise ship going forward. That's right, a new residential cruise ship back in the market. So there seems to be more and more of them popping up all the time, but it was an ultra luxury ship, not that old. So this is going to be one of the newest ships out there that are actual resident ships, if you want to check that out. Now, Princess Cruise, okay, in case you're wondering, well, what's that going to do to the Region 7 Seas fleet? Don't worry. They just laid the keel recently on their next ship, their brand new ship, the Region 7 Seas Prestige, which looks like it's going to be a beautiful ship as well. So they're going to replace it. Don't worry about that. Next, let's talk about Princess. Currently, Princess has the Regal Princess sailing out of Galveston. I was just on her recently, and I thought the Port of Galveston was great. I love staying there. I wish I could fly there more often. I might be taking more cruises out of there as they bring more ships to this growing cruise terminal. However, it's just been told to us that about 6 months of sailings on the Majestic Princess have been canceled for the 2026-2027 season. They will no longer be sailing out of there and will be redeploying the ship elsewhere. Now, no news where it's going yet. They haven't brought out the new itineraries. They didn't offer cruise passengers a guaranteed price to move over to a different booking of a similar sailing. So basically, you're just going to get your money back, is what's going on there. And just in case you're unaware right now, Princess is having a pretty big shakeup with management. With the new managers coming in and the old CEOs on the way out, but also the teams that are based around are also having people gone. Many of my contacts that I've been dealing with for years with Princess are no longer working with the company, as they appear to be having a pretty big shakeup, as well as a lot of cruise directors have also started disappearing as they rearrange those professions and those jobs on board. Kind of They're kind of combining jobs now into one job from two different. I'm not sure what they're doing. Just know cruise directors have left, contacts have left, management's changing, and so there's a little bit of a shake-up there going on currently. I also have a pretty cool story if you're a Canadian citizen. That's right, for all my Canadian guys out there. Oceana Cruises has about 60 sailings out there on their ships that they're offering at par for American dollars. Now, currently, the exchange rate's around $1.43. So you're going to get 43 extra cents on the dollar when you're booking one of those 60. So if you're interested in Oceana Cruises, go over and take a quick look at those, because you might be able to find a sailing with a huge savings. Like 40% is a huge savings for everybody. So that's a good story. And speaking of good stories, we also have Carnival Cruise Line have brought now officially taken possession of the old P&O ships, and now it's going to be called the Encounter and the Adventure, and they will be sailing in Australia. That makes 4 ships that Carnival will be sailing there. However, Christine Duffy did say and come online and say, you know what? It's a risk to have this many ships sailing in Australia because of the high costs and the what she says is over-regulation in the area. And that seems to be what the cruise community is saying, as well as the tourism board in Australia and New Zealand, as well as the cruise destinations and the travel industry as a whole is also saying that, because in the past 2 years, sailings have been down 40% in Australia. And the capacity, how many cabins you can actually book, even on all the different cruise lines, has been going down steadily as well. And they're saying it's just the high cost of, first of all, going to Australia, New Zealand, the extra cleaning of the hulls that all the ships have to do before heading over to New Zealand, the taxes and port fees that they're raising way up there, etc., plus the distance to sail to Australia, where they can go to other sailings in Asia at half the cost of what it costs to run the cruise ship in Australia, New Zealand. Now, don't get me wrong, Australia, New Zealand, loved my trip there. I will go there again in a second. Would love to spend more time there. But you can see from an economical standpoint and from a financial standpoint, if you can sell your ships in Asia at the same price, and you're getting half the cost of running your ships in that area, cruise lines are definitely looking at, what's the best financial aspect for the way we're doing things? I couldn't believe that when I was 40% down in a single, in 2 years. That's a huge drop, right? That's a huge drop. That's almost as much of a drop of my money when I buy American dollars. Almost. I dropped 43%. Oh, well, that's the way life is. Well, happy belated St. Patrick's Day, guys. I got this shirt on my cruise. Lots of people gave me lots of t-shirts, and of course, I always enjoy that. But in the meantime, I just want to say, I hope you appreciate this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Want to see more tips, more tricks, more travel blogs from around the world? Hit that subscribe button. Until next time, have yourself a safe and a great vacation.